For years, he was an informant spilling the secrets of the Chicago mob to the FBI. The story of Red Wemette.
I was told by some people at the time that he put out $1 million contract on my head.
Hello, everybody. Today is January 24th, 2024. Got some fours in there, 24s. At any rate, hope you're having a good day today. It's Wednesday, and this is kind of the after show with Adam Flowers. Adam, join us, please.
Hey, Red, how's it going?
Pretty good, dude.
All right, so what are we talking about today besides Tony Spilotro and who was indicted the most times? Because it was Tony who had more indictments than anybody.
Nobody had indictments as big as he did, as long as many.
So we're going to talk about those today.
But no convictions.
Well, yeah, they were indictments. There's a difference. Indictments and convictions. What's the difference here, Red?
They never went to trial, or they did go to trial. A couple of them went to trial, and he was exonerated.
So if you're indicted, that means you get arrested, and you're then put in front of a judge.
A grand jury indict you.
Grand jury, okay? And then you're either convicted or you're exonerated?
You're exonerated.
Exonerated, okay. Want to say hello to a few of the people that are in here today. Welcome into the show, guys. And Dave M., Tim Foster, Scott H., Kevin Rathert, Timothy Foster, Jim Magnifici, Don Cheech, Di Porzalo. There's, hey, Don Ciccio, Di Porzalo. Do you know that your name is a character from the movie The Godfather? The old guy's name is Don Ciccio Di Porzalo in the movie The Godfather. Yeah.
And the wheelchair, Don Cheech.
Yes. I'm just screwing with Don. Of course he knows that. Leanne rolling along. Kevin already said Kevin's name. Robert, good to have you in here. Nice to see all of you guys. Even Scott H. made it over here, and Tim Perroni. My Perroni.
Made it over too.
Does that work? Frank Ferraro. Tracy Gamwell.
Hey, Tracy.
Well, hey, nice to see you, Tracy. Julie M. She's over here, one of your members, channel members, Julie M.
How you doing?
Bobby Bag of Donuts even made it over here. So, Bafangul. Nice to see all of you guys. So, we're talking about indictments. Who was indicted more than anybody else in the Chicago outfit?
To my knowledge, Tony Spilotro.
Now,
it goes back all the way to from grand jury indictments. It goes back to like 68, 69, 70, before he went to Las Vegas. He was indicted in Chicago.
Okay, and Oscar Goodman represented Tony in a lot of those trials. Yeah,
In Las Vegas, and in Chicago.
Yeah.
On the Leo Foreman murder, he defended Tony.
Wasn't it? How many times was Tony arrested?
I don't know. It was a lot.
I thought I heard something like 27 arrests.
No, it was more than that. It was more than that. Might have been 27 in the last.
Maybe the newscaster said over 27 arrests and not a single conviction. Maybe that's what it is that the newscaster says in the Tony bit. But yeah.
Oscar Goodman was an excellent attorney.
Yeah. I mean, look at what Tony, I don't want to say got away with, but look what he was never convicted of. I mean,
well, in that famous walk where he's walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah, the perp walk.
Goodman is with him. So he was in Chicago doing a case in Illinois, but he was a attorney from Nevada. So the guy had to be really, really sharp.
Sure. Didn't he have a license in Illinois, though, as well? Had to have, right?
He was licensed everywhere.
Yeah.
Because he went, I think he did Miami, too. He did some other places also. Very talented man. Very, very talented man.
Sharp. As you got to be to, geez, I mean, think about it. You're representing clients, and all you're supposed to know is the law and make sure every little bit of it's followed, every I's dotted, every T's crossed. Oh, you didn't dot that I. I guess that, I guess he doesn't, because you spelled Dicky, but you didn't put the I in there. And so I guess, you must be talking about somebody else. So my client, he's free to go. Shit, crazy.
That's basically what Oscar did. He got him on technicalities.
Right. That's what I mean. You got to be really sharp though to do that, to be able to find those little mistakes.
And he was good on appeals also, appealing a case.
Right. He was an excellent attorney. Was he an excellent attorney, or did he just pay the right people?
No, he was an excellent attorney.
Okay. Because I know in Chicago, but it was a little bit about, it's about who you knew, and
Yeah, well, Oscar was an out-of-towner, and he didn't want to take a chance on anybody local that he didn't know.
Right.
So,
How about Tim Peroni wants to, but what about Chuck Nicoletti?
what about him?
Well, wasn't he indicted quite a bit?
Nothing like nowhere near.
No.
No, nowhere near. Tony holds the record for it. I mean, you could go all the way down with. Don't forget, Chucky Nicoletti went to prison. I mean, he did some time.
No, Chucky Nicoletti was there at the JFK assassination.
Yes,
According to James Files and some other people, Chucky Nicoletti was there.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm asking. I'm just, I'm curious.
In the comments here, and I see Philip Dilberg at Red Wemette. Hello, boys. I made it. I have a great show, or have a great show.
Oh, thank you very much,
Philip.
That's very nice. Thanks for coming and watching the show. That's what it's all about, having fun, telling a few jokes. So, I talk about that Charles Nicoletti. Who was the other guy? Murray, the camel. Huh?
Humphreys.
Yeah. Do you know what you call a camel that doesn't have any humps?
I used to know what you call him.
No. Do you know what you call a camel that doesn't have any humps?
No.
Humphrey.
Humphrey. Humphrey. There is a name for the camel that doesn't have any humps. It's just one hump up there. Okay. Humphreys, you got it, man.
I love it. I can't help it. It's funny.
I love it too.
Nothing wrong.
Some of these guesses in the background are really.
You're getting a lot of them? Are we getting a lot here?
Guesses. Oh, Leanne Rolling Along says a horse.
Don horse. Okay, I'm over that.
Plenty of Truth says the humps.
Plenty of humps in the mob genre. Plenty of humps in the mob genre. That's like it's. Hello, gentlemen from Lake Villa, Illinois. Kirby, welcome in, man. It's nice to have you with us today. So, Bobby Bag of Donuts. Camels always look like they're chewing gum. They do. So
well, some horses do that too. It's just they're always eating whatever they eat. I mean, I don't know if it's hay, grain, or whatever, but they're always messing that stuff around their mouth. Cows are like that too.
Oh yeah, they do. They're always chewing the cud. They call it, right?
Right.
Chewing the cud. Yeah, I mean, know what the cud is, but you're chewing.
Well, cows regurgitate. They regurgitate it up.
Okay, well, I heard enough about this now.
All the weak of heart, leave the room.
Okay, we know enough now. That's all good. So I don't know if this does the. I'm looking for this right now. Here, this is a interesting bit of footage I'm going to throw up here. But go ahead. What do you have there, Red? Did you just get something, Red?
No, I'm getting a message from somebody on Facebook.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
And
so
they've been giving me messages all the way along here. I guess they want to talk to me.
Yeah. There. I'll show you. This is crazy, the amount of things that Tony Spilotro was, I don't want to say getting away with, but was getting away from, or getting, wasn't getting obviously indicted or convicted of these things, but he had a lot of things coming down the pipe at him before he was killed.
And
I want to say it's in this clip where they say he was indicted however many times. It says it in the clip. Listen to this. It's I think he said over 27 indictments and not a single conviction.
That's correct.
If this is the correct clip, okay, and I only say if it's the correct clip because I have a lot of clips, and
Stay by Adam, you can get clipped.
because I got a lot of those clips, you know.
Come on, clip us.
You never know. Let's take a look if this is the one or not. It might be, it might not be. We'll see here.
Earlier this morning, detectives and federal agents invaded a job.
No, sorry, that is not the one that I'm looking for. I have a shorter one, and I'm trying to find that. Just give me a second, Red. I'm sure I'll find this.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Earlier this morning,
That's not it.
Leanne, roll along. You're going to kill me.
Uh-oh, what are you about to do, Red?
Anthony's
No,
she's
she's just making me laugh a lot here.
were acquitted after the untimely.
This is
2 minutes, and Adam's feeling.
what?
Leanne says, fake tits. We talked about cut for 2 minutes, and Adam's feeling Queeze.
Queasy. We talk about fake tits. We talk
You're
about
feeling
cut for
queasy.
2 minutes, and Adam feels queasy. LOL. Yeah, all right. Well, you know.
Because I was talking about the current regurgitation.
Yes, regurgitation. And I said, that's enough. There's a guy, and I worked with a guy called the regurgitator. He could swallow anything. He'd swallow multiple things and then bring them back up. He'd eat a little mini Rubik's Cube and take it down and fix it and then bring it back up fixed. You think I'm kidding?
That's a good magic trick. It really
No,
is.
it's not a magic trick. The guy could twist things around and he'd eat a whole bag of sugar. Then he'd drink a bottle of water and then he'd bring up all the powdered sugar. Dry. I'm serious, man. It's the regurgitator. Look him up. I'm serious. I found it. I found the clip I'm looking for.
Okay.
Okay. So once this gets up here, I'll play it. It's going to take a second for me to get it up. I meant the video clip, Red. Don't even go there. All right. I said, it'd take me a second to get the video clip to load up. For it to upload. I said, it's going to take me a minute to upload it. Oh, Red. Too much this
Well, I'm
audio.
going to say hi to Tracy. How you doing, Tracy?
All right. So, you guys better not start putting it in the comments. I'm serious. Tracy, BBD. I don't know what BBD means. Bobby Bag of Donuts. Laugh. I got it. Bobby Bag of Donuts. You guys shorten things over there in the comments, and then I don't know exactly what you're saying. So,
Hello,
who else got arrested a whole lot?
I'll tell you who didn't. Was
How about
Tony
Giancana?
Accardo.
Giancana. Look at this. 70 arrests for Giancana.
Well, they knew each other.
Well, Tony and Giancana did. Maybe Giancana taught Tony how to get into the news. Get arrested. Holy cripes, man. 70 times?
Yeah.
What do you do wrong to get arrested that many times?
He was arrested and when he was when Tony was young.
Uh-huh.
They were, Frank talked about him being arrested. The two of them being arrested together as kids. And for stealing cars, whatever.
Right.
So, I mean, they started young, very young. And Giancana was part of the 42 gang. Lord knows the things he got away with.
Sure.
I mean, it's very difficult to tell.
Huh. A lot of things. More comments. Accardo was the real Teflon Don, not Gotti.
I was going to bring that up and say, wow. Yeah, they call Gotti the Teflon Don, but Accardo, he was even indicted for income tax evasion, and he beat that case. Tony Accardo did. Never went to prison. Never went to jail.
No.
Never spent one night in jail. Now Tony spent some time in jail.
Okay.
Several times. I know they transported him from Las Vegas to the Cook County Jail for one trial. That's a fact. But you get to what's his name? Tony Accardo.
Yeah.
He never did any time in jail, not even a night.
Not a single night. Lived into his 80s.
Yes.
Natural causes.
Died at age 92.
You would be a criminal? That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Here's Tony's raps. Listen to this.
Man by the name of Tony Spilotro has attracted the attention of law enforcement officials, some of whom think Spilotro is the most cunning and dangerous member of the crime syndicate.
In 1963, Spilotro was accused of the murder of a loan shark. Spilotro was acquitted when his co-defendant was shotgunned to death. In 1979, Spilotro suffered 2 convictions for filing a false loan application. The sentence, a $1 fine. In 1974, Spilotro was arrested here in Las Vegas for murder. The case was dropped. Later that year, Spilotro was accused of defrauding the Teamsters Union. All of the defendants, including some of the top men in the Chicago mob, were acquitted after the untimely death of the prosecution's star witness. A 1981 racketeering case is still pending in court. Prosecutors were appealing that case. In 1983, Spilotro was tried for the torture murder of 2 Chicago street punks. He was acquitted. There were at least 15 other arrests, not a single conviction. Law enforcement officials had yet to beat Spilotro in court. A longtime Chicago mob observer reported,
"Some predict Tony will take a big fall someday, but it hasn't happened yet. So far, Spilotro has lived a charmed life."
that charmed life ended last week. If the killers follow true to form of most mob hits, Spilotro's murderers will likely go unpunished. Mark Fierro, Eyewitness News 8.
Yeah. How many times did they say? Over how many without a single conviction?
I wasn't sure exactly, but there was a conviction. There was a conviction. He was fined $1.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's true. He was fined $1, so he had to have been convicted to do that. You're right. I guess
I've been thinking there wasn't any convictions. That was a case out in Las Vegas.
Kevin Accardo was arrested 8 times for bootlegging alone.
Yes, he was.
Jeez. But was that a big deal? Was that a big crime back then to get caught with the booze?
Oh yeah.
I mean, was that comparable to having marijuana or cocaine or heroin or Xanax or?
It was yeah, but it was distribution.
Okay, so yeah, got caught with intent to distribute, I guess. Gotcha.
So I mean, it was serious back at the time.
Bill Curtis. What happened to Bill Curtis?
Yeah, I was surprised to see him in there. He retired. He's
Yeah.
got his cattle ranch out in Kansas, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And, I don't know if he's still alive or not. Nice man. Great man.
That's the guy in the beginning of that news clip, correct?
Right.
Okay. I know you said his name several times.
John and him were partners, and John Drummond was at the end, I believe.
Yeah, I hear John Drummond's voice in there. Yes, you can't miss that. So, yeah. Alan B., the guys that buried them, did they get punishment?
They got killed.
Wasn't one of them Al Tocco?
Al
Tocco?
Yes, it was. He was caught
Chicago Heights guys.
on a wiretap talking to his wife and saying, "Come and pick me up." And he was out at the burial site.
She testified that all the dirt and everything on him, right?
Yeah, she went and picked him up.
Wow.
They had her on indictment for income tax evasion with her husband. And
Right.
they said, "We'll let you off of that one if you'll testify against your husband." She divorced him, and she did testify against him.
All right, interesting question. Who was the oldest member still serving time in jail? The oldest outfit member. I have no idea. I know there's a few that are still in the clink, right?
Robert? I have no idea. Oh, the oldest still serving time. I think the only guy in there that's doing time right now is Jimmy Marcello.
Didn't they let out Paul the Native American Shiro?
Yeah. Oh God, here we go.
I'm just trying to be culturally appropriate for our younger generation that might be watching the show. Okay?
Oh, wow.
If you know that name, you can put the rest of it together and figure out what they used to say.
Yes. Paul.
I'm sorry.
The Indian Charo.
Oh, Christ. Betty turned him in. Al Tocco's wife, Betty. She's the one who turned him in.
Actually, she didn't turn.
rather.
She turned on him.
She turned on him. She didn't turn him in, she turned on him.
They caught him on a wiretap talking to her. The home phone was tapped, and he called her from the road someplace and says, "We're all lost. No vehicles come and pick me up. I'm full of dirt and everything." She did go to pick him up.
Huh. Yeah, that's it. You guys have a little side conversations going on here. Tim Foster, didn't Nick Calabrese die?
He passed away, yes.
He passed away not too long ago. Hold on, wait a second. Nira did 1965. Adam, stick your woke up your. Hey, dude, I hope you're new to this channel and you just started watching because you know that I don't play any of that woke bullshit. I'm just having fun. And I get to poke at it every chance I get. I poke at it, trust me. Okay? I poke at it all the time.
You should hear him off the air.
You should hear me off the air. Yeah, you should. Holy shit. I'm being mild, just having a little fun, fucking around here and there. Not off the air. Oh no, Red knows.
I do.
Stick that woke shit up here. I agree with you 100%. No, I'm 50%. No, I mean 80%. Why does everybody say 100%? That's the other thing that pisses me off. 100%, man.
Nobody's 100%. No.
This is a good sandwich. 100%. Really? What are you going to say? 50%? So 75%? Dumbass, using it the wrong way. That pisses me off. 100%. Anyway, Red's here's enough of that shit offline, but. P-Dog, any stories of the mob using Old Stone Meat packing place in Chicago Heights for reasons not mentioned? Old Stone Meat packing place in Chicago Heights?
Never heard of it.
Can't imagine them using that for something, illegal. I mean, it just sounds like a good place to, to pack your meat. You could beat your meat there too before you pack it, I guess. But Adam and Red, such another great podcast. Glad you're enjoying it, Tracy. Brady, could you please use they, them, and not gender identification people, please? Listen, my pronouns are fuck you and up yours. All right. How's that?
They, them.
Robert, 110%, baby. Oh yeah.
Didn't I say 10,000% or 1,000%?
Yeah, you did. You said 1,000%, and I went off on Red. I'm like, what do you mean 1,000%? Oh man, Adam, you want to hear Red and me on the phone banter all the way? Tracy, he tells me that you guys sit and banter about this stuff. It's just funny stuff.
It is
funny stuff.
Tracy's got a good sense of humor.
Sounds like it from what you've said. Yes. Yeah, that meat packing plant's right next to the Fudge Factory, right there. The Fudge Factory in Chicago Heights.
Endangered species. Thank you for that comment.
Thank you, endangered species. Just couldn't get this show on without you.
I know why you're endangered.
Oh man, Red, this has been a blast, dude. But yes. I've got to go do some things. You guys, I had a blast. Red, like always, it's fun. We'll be doing this next week again, and I'll see you then. You gonna stay on? You want me to take off? Are you gonna keep going?
I'm gonna take off too, folks.
You are.
Thanks for coming by, and thank you so much. And we'll see you next week.
All righty then. See ya.
A combination of the videotapes and Wemette's testimony resulted in the conviction of 2 men on extortion charges. One of them was Frank Schweiz, known in syndicate circles as the German, a feared mob terrorist and a suspect in a number of gangland murders.
He was described to me by other outfit individuals as the most feared hitman. And as he said to me, my reputation precedes me, son.